This next one is called Phoenix Springs. I really don't know anything about this one. It just kind of, its promotional arts, like, just kind of jumped out at me from the list of games. This one says, it begins with an investigation. Find your brother Leo. You already know where it ends. It says it's similar to bless you, it's similar to games I've played like Disco Elysium and Paradise Killer, so that's pretty cool. Pardon me. Oh no, I'm sneezing. It's contagious. Hey, Hive Up, what are you doing? Oh, because I freaking went into, there we go. Allogram Studio. Phoenix Springs. Ah. Tips. Double click to run. Click iris or right click to select a lead. Lead plus object to make a connection. Lead plus iris to remember. Right click to deselect lead. Escape key to pause the game autosaves. Okay.
I remember now. That noise. Thundering. Mechanical. I'm on the train.
Iris in the desert. Let's talk to the desert. Okay.
Endless. Desolate. Of course, the photograph. I was packing it home when I found it. Leo Dormer. My little brother. This is the night I look for him. It's on.
This graphical
I can
style
search my
is
personal files, plus a few public databases.
fast. It weirdly reminds me of Fear Effect. But like, and it's got this like sort of like low frame sort of. I don't know. This is a trip. I'm digging this.
An archive of my published articles. The ones rescued from the censors, anyway. An archive of the ones rescued.
Okay.
Crowded, gridlocked, choking on smog. But it doesn't look half bad from here. This lot holds my official documents. Houses change, the paperwork remains. It's on. I can search my personal files. Nothing. Shows how close we were as siblings.
Yes, perhaps back over here.
Wouldn't be surprised if his name was mentioned in a few court hearings. But I've never had to write about Leo. Our guardian's death certificate is in there. Mentions an address where Leo lived at the time. Leo Dormer, residing at 17 Tybau Street.
Okay.
Good start. But I have no idea where that is.
Well, let's look it up on the internet.
I load a map of the city. There. 17 Tybau Street. It's in the new territories. Barking dogs, broken bottles, that kind of neighborhood. Didn't expect any better from Leo. Padlocked. I yank on the chain. Won't budge. I wonder if I can locate a key somehow.
Interesting run animation. Hey, kid.
I venture a few questions. Conversation proves difficult. I'm not sure we speak the same language. Or maybe he has no interest in talking to me. Does he know how to enter the house next door? A key, maybe? Looks like he has no idea what I mean. I explain I'm after someone. Leo Dormer. Does the name sound familiar? I'm not sure he understands the question.
Yeah, how about
Maybe
man?
more questions later. I attempt to gain his attention. He's in no state to help. Unlabeled. I bet it's high percentage stuff. Tarp. Makeshift home. In no particular order: tin, planks, nails, barrel, pipes, tire.
Bombs, rope.
Sports brands. Some soiled, some torn. There's a controller for that.
What do you mean?
Biotech.
Oh, I see.
I've never been above digging through rubbish. But this is empty.
And a chance to break my hand against it?
Not touching it is the whole point.
What do you mean?
I can talk into it. Need to ring it first.
Just then fucking ring it.
I press the button. A crackle. The raspy voice on the other end belongs to an elderly gentleman. He sounds torn between his mistrust of strangers and the need to rant at someone. I switch on the reporter charm. In the end, he's happy enough to talk. So what happened next door? He sighs. A few years ago, the landlords hired a company to renovate it. They never completed the job, and the place was left to rot. Is that why it's boarded up? No, he says. The orphans are to blame. They set up camp next door. They rummage through bins, break into empty properties. He even tried to sell him his own rubbish after he throws it out. Scavengers, he calls them. No good scavengers. Could they be selling items found at number 17? Of course, he says. They'd sell you their own mothers if they could. Not that they have any, I say. No response.
Maybe they scavenged a key?
I explain that my brother used to live at number 17. The name rings a bell. They didn't interact much, but had been on good terms. Leo helped the old man carry a bed frame upstairs when he moved in. Solid wood, too. He also recalls a gathering to celebrate Leo's university enrollment. Is he certain? About the university part? Yes, he says. A local university, although he can't remember which. Leo moved out soon after and was never seen again. But he was very proud of that, becoming a student so late in his life. How can I access the house next door? He has no idea.
Tell me more about these landlords.
The landlords. He's never met them, but wouldn't mind a word or two about the mess.
Are they renovators?
What can he tell me about the renovating company? Wouldn't hire them myself, he says.
Okay.
I thank him for his time. Be careful out there, he says.
Let's see if I can somehow convince these orphans that I'm in the market for stuff.
I take great care to ensure he understands this point. Number 17. You find me. Buying. It's like a light is switched on. He reaches into his bag, revealing worthless junk. A bundle of pens, elastic bound, rusty motherboard, ancient photo frame, chipped wood, slim pickings. I toss him a coin for his trouble. Already asked. He doesn't seem to know. The owners of the house next door. Does he know them? Doesn't seem to make sense to him. It's made of wood. Chipped varnish. Nothing unusual.
Are you sure? Is there anything inside?
Maybe. But for what purpose? Definitely bricked. A bundle of branded pens. Says ULS on them.
ULS? Like University of something?
It says ULS on them. The old man mentioned a 3-letter university name. Long shot, but worth investigating.
Here we go. Okay. Can I use the pens for anything? Or the motherboard?
Maybe. But for what purpose?
I don't know. Let's see, okay, it doesn't seem... And there's not really any reason to get in at this point if we have a lead on... Oh yeah, there's a letterbox, okay. That might be a good thing to check.
I peer inside. Empty.
Shit. How do we go back to our apartment then?
It's decomposing. Wonder how long that's been there. No thanks.
Are you too good to sit on a shitty old sofa? Okay, so we can't just go back to our apartment, use our computer. Maybe if I ask the old man about ULS?
Maybe a few more questions. The old man picks up. Got nothing better to do, he says. I mention the initials. Do they sound familiar at all? ULS, he says. That's the University of Life Sciences. I vaguely remember reading about it. Some riots halted construction a few years back. The building now appears simultaneously demolished and incomplete.
Let's see, okay.
Some kind of solar system. Hard to tell.
What, is this just like graffiti thrown up by science nerds?
This one seems particularly insolent.
Someone having a rave in here?
No idea what it says. No idea what it says.
Well, hello, teenagers.
It's intense.
And before I fuck with the projector, I'm going to talk to these teens.
I salute him. No response.
How about you, other teenager?
Should I ask her something? No, she's too far gone.
I think these teens are on drugs.
I salute him. No response. Bolted to the floor. Looks like it's been hijacked.
What's on the slide, though?
A notice about parking vehicles. Some content is missing. Final notice. Vehicles without authorized. Forcibly removed from the... Please ensure necessary before parking outside the... Temporary address forwarding.
Welcome back.
7A Market Street. Biophysics, 64 Signmakers Yard. Ecology, 86 Keshwang Place. Ethics of Biology, 341 Belvedere Heights. Ethics of Life Sciences, 773 Yanshui Avenue. Virology, 65C Crofton Place. Please confirm with office before.
Yes.
This one is upside down. Following last week's. All purchased equipment. That won't get me far. The student protest is going on as planned. Please ensure you necessary preparations. It's intense.
Well, okay then. Let's see if we can find any conscious teenagers.
I wave. No response. Everyone is lost in their own worlds.
How about the
My editor
sleepers?
used to have a rule for that. Never wake up a stranger comfortable enough to fall asleep on a floor.
Let's go chat with the DJ.
command her attention. Hard to keep it for long. Music's blaring. She slurs her words, won't stop moving. From what I gather, she's been dancing for 56 hours straight. All of them have. It's her event, she explains. Insomnia, a monthly gathering. Like-minded folks testing the limits of sleep deprivation. No stimulants, she says, just music and light. Kids these days. Anyway, time for questions.
Let's see, okay. What can you tell me about the University of Light
Why did she
Sciences?
choose the university? I thought it was a church, she says. I ask if the name sounds familiar. It does not. She doesn't need to be asked about that.
You sure? Okay, so I can't look through any of those clues.
Okay. That will do for now. Booming, pulsating. Flashing, glitchy patterns.
Let's check the admin office. Maybe we can find some new topics to question. This looks important.
A faded printed note. Statue project, led by Dormer.
Well,
Proposals by Friday. No chance this boots up.
how about this one?
No, it's beyond saving. Why?
I don't know, lady.
Already open.
You can look at them.
They've been emptied. A small-scale version of the university includes a statue of a torch-wielding man. There's a quote on the miniature plaque, so that society may gain wisdom as fast as science gathers knowledge.
Interesting.
Unknown spilt liquids. 2 photocopies of the same memo. One is slightly faded. Please validate your temporary addresses with the admin department. Looks like it's been emptied. A sketch of a statue. Some kind of insect playing the harp. Someone annotated it with a red pen, suggesting the design was approved. The same person also penned a playful acrostic. B is for brilliant. I is for intellectuals. O is for of. E is for exponential. T is for ta. There used to be more, but the ink has bled.
Okay.
Filled with junk. Nothing helpful there.
Can I use
I
any
don't
of the
need to.
junk? Okay.
An alphabet of sorts. Maybe it's just abstract. Several parked two-wheelers. I wonder who's in there.
Let's go looking around outside a bit. Yeah, let's look at the
Unfinished
plinth.
project.
They never got to install their bug statue. Okay, there's lots of other area out here.
Doesn't seem to be wired to anything. I don't get it. Must be advertising the party inside. Say no to the new lab. Tipped on its side, rusting. No idea what it says. It's been stripped of anything valuable. I can't. This one is crooked. Feels symbolic somehow. So many regime changes. I've lost track. Says ULS. Abstract logo. New design, old problems.
Okay. Oh, this is further we can go deeper in here. Here we go.
X, Y, and Z for zoology mostly. Books on immunology mostly. I to J section. Books on topics starting with E or F. Loads on ethics and ethnography. Looks like the bookcases are not in alphabetical order. How?
I don't know. Look for a book.
Structural, synthetic, and systems biology. All topics found in the ST sections. Q to R. A large section on quantum physics. The C to D section. Books on cell and developmental biology. So much non-digital data. AB. Animal rights, biology, and a large section on bioethics. K and L. Mostly for kinesiology. O for optogenetics. P for pharmacology. Most of the books in here must be forbidden by now. Explains why nobody raided the place. M to N. Books on molecular stuff and nano things.
Ah, yes. Love to read about nano things.
G and H for histology. Whatever that is.
Okay, well, we've identified the alphabetical contents of each of these bookcases, but that has brought us no new information, no new topics. Is there anything... Could we look for information about the university itself? In the U section? C to D, ST... O to P... It appears there is no UV section. Oh, wait. Where are we at this point?
UVW
There
section.
we go, okay.
Mostly for vascular biology.
Was there anything about the university itself?
U is the right idea for university. But that's not how the books are organised.
And how are they organized? Would it be Life Sciences University of?
It's too vague to be referenced.
Okay, well, how about... I mean, it's probably Dormer Leo if his name would be
Alpha
anywhere.
Leo is a long shot. But no.
How about D for Dormer?
D for Dormer. No, the books are organised by discipline, not author.
Fuck. What if he's his own scientific discipline? What if I use this on myself? Can I do that? No. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I'm investigating my brother's link with the place.
Any chance I could find T for Tyvow Street?
I'm not looking for an address.
Well, like, I feel like we have to unlock a new, like, investigation topic. Hey, sleeping teenager, tell me about my brother.
I salute him. No response.
Okay, so this is the forward address memo.
Addresses to forward mail to various departments.
Okay, that's not a forwarding to student addresses. That's forwarding to departments.
Several parked two-wheelers. I wonder who...
Can I steal one?
That would be unwise.
I don't know about that. You could have a good time doing that.
Crashed. They couldn't outlast the others. Dancing for 3 days straight. Explains a lot.
Guess it's...
Turn the music off. Bad idea.
They'll go berserk and kill us.
Booming. Pulsating. Maybe a few more, even if it seems like a lost cause.
Okay, so this really is just the only things that we can ask about.
Already asked. She didn't even know it was university.
Doesn't know who Leo Dormer is. Okay, we need to find a new topic to address. Okay, so that's right. This one, so maybe if we combine Leo Dormer with this memo, we'll put two and two together.
Led by a certain Dormer. This has to be a coincidence. Or is it?
No, why would it be?
I wonder what the statue project is.
There we go. Statue project. Okay, let's go ask the DJ about that. I don't know why she would know, but it's new.
Maybe a few more questions, even if it seems like a lost cause. The project mean anything to her? It does not.
Okay. Maybe Dormer's statue project will be somewhere in the library? Don't feel too confident about that, but...
Could be mentioned in a book. I need more info, though.
Okay. Let's go check those other, like, brightly colored memos. It feels like those have to be more significant than they have thus appeared to be. Okay, address forwarding, maybe if I combine that with Leo's name?
The memos only mention addresses. They do not list any.
Okay.
No.
No, okay.
Obvious connection, but what of it?
I don't know. I'm trying to... Is Tybao Street in any
If
of
there
them?
is a link, I don't see it.
Oh, I guess it said it didn't drink. It didn't. Here, maybe we should use some of this mysterious liquid.
I'm not touching that.
Oh, come on. Wait.
It must be one of the proposed designs. Was my brother the Dormer in charge of the project? Did he approve it? The symbolism might be significant.
Insect with harp, okay.
The acrostic could also be a clue.
Okay, then what about combining that with this? Since this has a... Right?
Part of Dormer's project. The statue does stand out. The quote might also lead me somewhere.
Wisdom quote, okay. Okay, so now let's go back to the library and see if we can find any topics on any of this new stuff we've found. Okay, so where's the B? There we go. I'm assuming that's bioethics.
Of course. B-I-O-E-T. It must spell bioethics. I browsed several publications on the topic. One catches my attention. An academic report on toxic fungi and military operations. Ethical issues with weaponized mycotoxins by Amrita Thomas.
Okay.
But it's the endorsement on the back cover that stops me in my tracks. A quote by Leo Dormer, PhD, author of Sinking the 30 Oars Ship.
Oh, okay. Our brother's clearly been very busy.
And professor of bioethics and ethics of biology.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're not going to find sinking the 30 oars ship, since this is by discipline, not by... Or it might be, who knows?
S for sinking. That's the title, not the discipline.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's a lot of interesting new topics. We already looked at the wisdom quote. Man with torch, with harp, Amrita Thomas. Maybe we can find Amrita Thomas in the T section?
T for Thomas. Can't see any other books of hers here.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they're by discipline, not by let's go grill this DJ. Let's go interrupt her work with all these new topics we have to discuss. And see if she knows anything about any of them.
Maybe a few more questions, even if it seems like a lost cause. The symbolism means nothing to her.
How about it was an insect with a heart?
I described the statue. She studies me like I've lost my mind. Can't blame her, really. I recite the quote. She shrugs. I ask if the name sounds familiar. It does not. There is a book, Sinking the 30 Oars Ship. Has she heard of it? Sounds pretentious, she says. She's not wrong. I mention both disciplines. Her blank stare speaks volumes.
At some point, this lady's going to give us like some really just incredibly useful information, but I guess not at the moment. Right, I was kind of thinking that. It sounds a little bit like it, doesn't it? I'm sure it's not, but the similarity is a bit uncanny. Hey you, teen, let me fucking throw some quotes at you.
I salute him. No response.
That sounds kind of frustrating.
This one is upside down, following last week's. All purchased equipment. That won't get me far. A note about an upcoming student protest. A book, apparently written by my brother. Leo blurbed her book on toxins and ethics. I wonder how close they are.
Toxins and ethics. Okay, so maybe E for ethics?
I scanned the book spines. Nothing.
And we've already checked.
T for Thomas.
No, T
Can't
for
see any other books of
toxins.
hers here.
Fuck.
My brother taught both disciplines. Any information on their respective departments could help.
So basically, you just kind of look around like various interaction points, and if you discover things, it gives you topics that you can then like use when talking to people, or perhaps when like going, like for instance here, going through like books and stuff.
It references wisdom and knowledge. The quote was found on a model statue, which a certain dormer approved. Who knows? Maybe something.
Well, let's see. Can we find any books about wisdom?
W for wisdom. That isn't a discipline.
I mean, yeah, but you got both ethics and bioethics. Like, how about knowledge? Is knowledge a discipline?
Nothing. I'm not sure that's the best way to look for that kind of information.
Let's see. None of these things on the ground are interactable. Come on, wake up.
Should I ask her something?
Yes.
No, she's too far gone.
Bullshit, no. Ask her questions. We need help. Tired people will answer your questions if you press them hard enough.
I believe it would have been engraved on a statue here.
Okay.
It would have stood here, yes. This one seems particularly insolent. Say no to the new lab. No.
No. Like,
I feel like they're more theoretical disciplines.
did we ever check E for ethics? Or ethics of biology, I guess, specifically? Since we did check B for bioethics, right? I don't even know if we did. We could check again, I guess. What is the difference between bioethics and ethics of biology?
E for ethics, yes. Strangely, nothing on ethics of biology.
I don't know. Is Amrita Thomas
No
has something
reason
to do
to
with this?
believe she has anything to do with it.
I mean, you don't know that.
It doesn't appear here. Two photocopies of... One is slightly faded. Please validate your temporary addresses with the admin department.
Please validate your temporary addresses with the admin department. Okay, so then... Well, the terminals are fucked up and dead, so...
That's where it mentions it.
Okay.
That doesn't help me find her.
You're right, it doesn't, but I'm kind of out of ideas here.
The memo doesn't mention it by name.
Does it mention the insect with a harp?
It mentions the statue project. My guess is the insect was a potential design. Definitely dead.
Now, one of the most mysterious interaction points here is over here with this pole.
Not sure how.
I don't know, climb it? Talk to it?
No.
Just look at
Doesn't
it then?
seem to be wired to anything.
So then, like, what is it? Why is it... Does it have something to do with the Dormer's
That's
Day?
not a statue.
You're right, it's not.
No matches for that name. No idea what it says.
Okay, so that just goes inside. This bus.
Can't even make out what it says.
It could have something to do with the ethics of biology.
Some kind of solar system. Hard to tell.
Does it have something to do with sinking the 30-hour ship?
Nothing to do with Leo's.
Maybe the book itself is in the bioethics section? I don't know if I ever tried that.
I assume it's about bioethics. But they don't keep a copy.
Oh, fuck. Is it about ethics of biology?
No. Unsure if it's the wrong bookshelf or if they even have it at all. Leo blurbed her book on toxins and ethics. I wonder how close they are. Structural, synthetic, and systems biology. All topics found in the ST sections. No idea what it says. I don't get it.
I guess we'll look at this again.
A sketch of an insect playing the harp. Someone penned an acrostic that spells B-I-O-E-T.
Okay, so it's not going to remind me what those things stand for.
I found the address on our guardian's death certificate. It's where Leo lived at the time. My little brother. I'm searching for him. I don't need to. Filled with junk. Looks like it's been emptied. Nothing helpful there. Same old model as mine. Nobody bothered stealing it. Large hole in the screen of this one. Definitely dead.
Well, I mean, with all this information, why don't we just go home and, like, investigate using the computer? Can we do that? No, we're stuck here at the university until we can figure this out. Could this be
Can't even make out what it says.
No, it is not an insect of the heart.
No idea what. Not sure. That doesn't need to hear my voice.
How do you know that? How do you really truly know that?
That won't answer back.
Well, now I'm resorting to fucking just talking to random inanimate objects.
Conversation would be one-sided. And say what?
I don't know, hello?
It's been stripped of anything valuable. Tipped on its side, rusting. I wonder why it was brought here. No. There are eyes on this one, that much I can tell. Can't even imagine how they got them up there.
Is there anything we haven't talked to her about? Yeah, no, she doesn't know anything about any of this stuff.
Booming. Pop.
Yeah, I can. What does he yell into a microphone somewhere?
Doesn't appear here.
And you aren't Amrita Thomas?
Maybe a few more questions. Even if it seems like a... No, I already asked. No good answer. Tried already. She's clueless.
There's like nothing in this room I've missed, right?
Don't want to stare at it too long.
Okay. The last thing I think might provide some sort of input is the slide machine or the projector. Is it about vehicle parking? What does it say?
A notice about parking vehicles. Some
Content is missing.
Her name doesn't appear here. No reason to believe she has anything to do with it. If only I could attach one of the addresses to his name. Luckily, it's not there. Would have thrown me for a loop. Temporary address forwarding. Biochem, 7A Market Street. Biophysics, 64 Signmaker's Yard. Ecology, 86 Keshwang Place. Ethics of Biology, 341 Belvedere Heights.
Combine this with ethics of biology.
Ethics of Life Sciences.
Yes.
Virology.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. There we go. That's got to be it.
No mentions of bioethics.
What are you talking about? We just mentioned bioethics.
But there is an address for the Ethics of Biology department.
Oh, okay.
341 Belvedere Heights.
Thank God. Okay, we figured it out.
It might lead me to a colleague or fellow professor. But this is Leo's home.
Oh, I guess that was the demo. What's the about have to say? Oh, that just booted me out into the... Is that a... Okay, that just takes us to the Calligram Studios website. Fascinating. Okay. Well, that's Phoenix Springs. Very cool, very cool.